Welcome to the untamed wilderness of prehistoric Asia, the largest and most diverse continent on Earth. With its sprawling landscapes, Asia has always been home to a staggering variety of creatures, each more fascinating than the last. But while today's Asia is known for its incredible biodiversity, none of the animals we know today can compare to the terrifying beasts that once roamed this land millions of years ago. Imagine a world where giant, monstrous bears towered over even the largest kodiak and polar bears of today. A time when colossal apes, nearly twice the size of modern humans, could easily be mistaken for the final boss in the movie Planet of the Apes. And let's not forget the sea monsters, massive, fearsome creatures lurking beneath the waves, ready to push your thalassaphobia to its absolute limits. Prehistoric Asia had it all, an animal kingdom both unique and terrifying in equal measure. Today we'll dive deep into this fearsome world, uncovering the legendary creatures that ruled the ancient continent of Asia. Get ready to embark on a journey through time, where the wildest nightmares of the past come to life. Ever heard of a dinosaur that looks like a duck, but can actually grow almost as tall as a T-Rex? That may not sound real, but it actually was. And this dinosaur was called Deinocheirus. Deinocheirus is one of the most fascinating and enigmatic dinosaurs ever discovered, primarily due to its bizarre appearance and unique adaptations. Deinocheirus lived during the late Cretaceous period, approximately 70 to 69 million years ago. It was first discovered in 1965, with its massive arms being the initial discovery. For decades, it remained one of the biggest mysteries in paleontology, as only its arms were known. These arms were among the largest of any theropod dinosaur, which were about 2.4 meters long, ending in large, clawed hands. Each hand had 3 fingers, with the middle finger bearing a particularly large claw that could reach up to 32 centimeters in length. However, in 2014, more complete skeletons were found, revealing the full bizarre nature of this dinosaur. Deinocheirus was a large theropod dinosaur with an estimated length of up to 11 meters from head to tail. It stood about 4.5 meters tall at the hips, making it one of the largest theropods known. This dinosaur was quite massive, with estimates of its weight ranging from 6 to 7 metric tons. The skull of Deinocheirus was elongated and flat, measuring about 1 meter in length. It had a wide, duck-like bill with a toothless beak, likely used for feeding on a variety of plant material and possibly small animals. The body of Deinocheirus was robust and bulky, with a large barrel-shaped torso. Its back was arched, and it had a distinctive sail or hump on its back, supported by elongated neural spines. It is believed to have been an omnivore, feeding on a mix of plants, small animals, and possibly fish. The duckbill shape of its snout, combined with stomach stones, also known as gastroliths, found in its fossilized remains, suggests that it could have foraged for aquatic plants and small prey in rivers and lakes. This next dinosaur is especially known for its long scythe-like claws that could literally tear you apart. Therizinosaurus lived during the late Cretaceous period, around 70 to 66 million years ago. It was first discovered in 1948, with its enormous claws initially leading paleontologists to believe it was a giant turtle. It wasn't until later that it was recognized as a theropod dinosaur. The discovery of more complete fossils in the late 20th century helped clarify its bizarre anatomy and ecological role. Therizinosaurus belongs to a group of theropods known as Therizinosauridae, which were all unusual in their adaptations. Unlike its more carnivorous relatives, Therizinosaurus was likely herbivorous or possibly omnivorous. Its long claws were probably used to pull down branches or strip leaves from trees, similar to how modern sloths use their claws. Its small head and beak suggest it was a selective feeder, possibly specializing in high vegetation that other herbivores couldn't reach. Therizinosaurus was a large dinosaur, with estimates of its length reaching up to 10 meters. It stood about 5 meters tall when upright, making it one of the tallest theropods. Estimates of Therizinosaurus's weight vary, but it likely weighed between 3 to 5 metric tons. The most striking feature of Therizinosaurus was its incredibly long arms, which were each about 2.5 meters long. The hands had 3 enormous claws, each claw reaching up to 1 meter in length. These claws were the longest known of any dinosaur and were likely used for pulling down branches or for defense. The skull of Therizinosaurus was relatively small compared to its body, with a long neck that supported a small head. The skull was elongated and had a toothless beak at the front, with leaf-shaped teeth further back, suitable for cropping vegetation. Therizinosaurus had a robust, bulky body, with a broad, barrel-shaped chest and a large abdomen. Its torso was massive, giving it a somewhat stocky appearance compared to other theropods. Let's move on with the Deinocheirus' brother, at least when we talk about looks, because both dinosaurs look very similar. Shantungosaurus is one of the largest known hadrosaurid, or in other words, duck-billed dinosaurs, and is notable for its massive size and distinctive features. It lived during the late Cretaceous period, approximately 70 to 66 million years ago, right up to the end of the age of dinosaurs. Shantungosaurus was first described in 1973, based on fossils discovered in the Shandong province of China. It is one of the largest ornithopods ever discovered. It could reach lengths of up to 16.6 meters, and estimates for its weight range from 13 to 16 metric tons, making it the heaviest known hadrosaurid. The skull of Shantungosaurus was large, measuring around 1.63 meters in length. Like other hadrosaurids, Shantungosaurus had highly specialized teeth arranged in dental batteries, which allowed it to efficiently process tough vegetation. These teeth were constantly replaced throughout the dinosaur's life. Shantungosaurus had a robust and powerful body. Its torso was deep and broad, with a large rib cage that housed a massive digestive system necessary for processing large amounts of plant material. Now the next dinosaur looks like he is cosplaying as a chicken. Ever saw a dinosaur with feathers before? No? Well, now you did. Yutyrannus is a fascinating dinosaur, notable for its large size and the presence of feathers, which has provided significant insights into the evolution of tyrannosaurs. This dinosaur lived during the early Cretaceous period, approximately 125 million years ago. Yutyrannus was first described in 2012 after several well-preserved fossils were found in the Yixian Formation. The discovery was groundbreaking because it provided the first clear evidence that large theropods could be feathered. The name Yutyrannus means feathered tyrant, which reflects both its predatory nature and its feathered body. Yutyrannus was a large theropod dinosaur, reaching up to 9 meters in length. This makes it one of the largest known feathered dinosaurs. It weighed approximately 1.4 metric tons, making it a medium-sized tyrannosauroid, considerably smaller than the famous Tyrannosaurus rex, but still large compared to many other theropods. Unlike its larger cousin Tyrannosaurus rex, Yutyrannus had relatively long and functional arms with 3 fingers, each tipped with a sharp claw. These could have been used for grasping prey or interacting with its environment. The skull of Yutyrannus was robust and elongated, measuring about 90 centimeters in length. It had a strong jaw with sharp serrated teeth that were well adapted for a carnivorous diet. After talking only about dinosaurs up until now, let's move on to some mammals that lived during that time. Let's start with this prehistoric big cat. Megantereon is a fascinating prehistoric saber-toothed cat known for its formidable size and impressive adaptations as a predator. It lived during the late Pliocene to the early Pleistocene epochs, approximately 3 million to 500,000 years ago. Megantereon has been known to science for over a century, with numerous fossils discovered across Europe, Africa, Asia, and North America. The genus name Megantereon means large beast, reflecting its formidable size and predatory capabilities. It was a large, muscular predator, though not as massive as some of its later relatives like Smilodon. It had a body length of approximately 1.75 meters, excluding the tail, and stood about 1 meter tall at the shoulder. Megantereon weighed between 90 and 150 kilograms, making it comparable in size to modern big cats like lions or tigers, but with a more robust build. The most distinctive feature of Megantereon was its large, elongated canine teeth, or sabers, which could grow up to 10 to 15 centimeters in length. These teeth were flattened and had serrated edges, ideal for slicing through flesh. It had retractable claws like modern big cats, which were sharp and used to hold on to prey. The strong forelimbs and claws suggest it may have used a stab and retreat hunting strategy, immobilizing prey with its claws before delivering a fatal bite. Now, this next animal looks like a pig that comes straight out of hell. This not only sounds terrifying, this animal was terrifying. Andrewsarchus is one of the most intriguing and mysterious prehistoric mammals, known primarily from a single massive skull. It lived during the Middle Eocene epoch, approximately 45 to 36 million years ago. Andrewsarchus was discovered during an expedition led by the American Museum of Natural History in the 1920s, and it was first described by the famous paleontologist Henry Fairfield Osborn in 1924. The genus name Andrewsarchus honors Roy Chapman Andrews, the leader of the expedition, who was a prominent figure in paleontology and is often cited as an inspiration for the character Indiana Jones. Andrewsarchus is often considered one of the largest terrestrial carnivorous mammals ever discovered, though its size is mostly inferred from its skull. The skull itself is enormous, measuring about 83 centimeters in length and 56 centimeters in width. Estimates of Andrewsarchus's overall size and weight are speculative, as no postcranial skeleton has been found. However, based on comparisons with related species, it's estimated that Andrewsarchus could have weighed between 800 to 1,000 kilograms, making it a large and powerful predator. The skull of Andrewsarchus is its most distinctive feature. It had a long, robust snout filled with large, sharp teeth. The teeth included powerful molars and premolars, adapted for crushing bone, as well as large, sharp canines. Although the body structure of Andrewsarchus is not known with certainty, it is generally reconstructed as having a large, robust body similar to that of a modern wolf or hyena, but on a much larger scale. For the next animal, we got a giant bear that towers over modern kodiak and polar bears regarding the size. Arctotherium is a genus of prehistoric short-faced bears that lived during the Pleistocene epoch, approximately 2 million to 11,000 years ago. These bears were among the largest terrestrial carnivores ever to exist. The first fossils of Arctotherium were discovered in the early 20th century in Argentina, and the genus was named in 1914. The name Arctotherium means bear beast, reflecting its massive size and fearsome appearance. Arctotherium is known for its massive size, particularly the species Arctotherium angustidens. The largest individuals could reach heights of up to 3.4 meters when standing on their hind legs and approximately 1.8 meters at the shoulder when on all fours. The estimated weight of the largest Arctotherium species, particularly Arctotherium angustidens, ranges from 1,600 to 1,900 kilograms. This makes it one of the heaviest land carnivores, surpassing even the modern kodiak bear and the polar bear. The body of Arctotherium was stocky and muscular, with a massive chest and shoulders. Its limbs were relatively long compared to modern bears, giving it a more upright, almost sloth-like posture. This body structure is characteristic of short-faced bears, which had a relatively flat face compared to other bears. Arctotherium belonged to a group of bears known as short-faced bears, characterized by their relatively flat faces, long limbs, and large bodies. This unique morphology is believed to have been an adaptation for a more predatory lifestyle compared to other bears. Ever watched Planet of the Apes? If you said no, you might think that this giant ape is the final boss of the movies. Gigantopithecus is one of the most intriguing and mysterious prehistoric primates, often depicted as the largest ape that ever lived. It lived during the Pleistocene epoch, approximately 2 million to 300,000 years ago. Gigantopithecus was first discovered in 1935 when a German paleontologist named Ralph von Königswald found fossilized teeth being sold as dragon bones in a traditional Chinese medicine shop. The genus name Gigantopithecus means giant ape, reflecting the creature's enormous size. Gigantopithecus is estimated to have stood around 3 meters tall when upright and weighed between 200 to 300 kilograms, with some estimates suggesting even greater weights, up to 540 kilograms in the largest individuals. These estimates are based on the size of its teeth and jawbones, as no complete skeletons have been found. The most informative fossils of Gigantopithecus are its teeth and jawbones. The teeth were large, with flat molars suited for grinding tough vegetation. The canines were reduced, indicating that Gigantopithecus likely had a diet more focused on plant material than on the meat-eating behaviors associated with some other large primates. The jawbone was extremely robust and wide, suggesting a strong bite force and a diet that could include fibrous and hard plant materials, such as bamboo. Although no complete skeletons have been found, it is assumed that Gigantopithecus had a body structure similar to modern great apes, such as gorillas or orangutans, but on a much larger scale. It likely had long arms, a broad chest, and a somewhat hunched posture, possibly spending a significant amount of time on all fours, similar to modern knuckle-walking apes. Do you have your diving equipment with you? Good, because now we are going underwater. The prehistoric seas probably had the most terrifying animals of all time, and one of these was the Mosasaurus. Mosasaurus is one of the most well-known and formidable marine reptiles of the late Cretaceous period, often depicted as a giant sea predator. It lived approximately 82 to 66 million years ago. It existed right up until the end of the Cretaceous, going extinct during the mass extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs and many other species. Mosasaurus was first discovered in the late 18th century in the Netherlands, and its discovery played a significant role in the early development of paleontology. The name Mosasaurus means Meuse lizard, named after the River Meuse, near where the first fossils were found. The genus was formally described in 1822 by William Daniel Conybeare, making it one of the earliest identified marine reptiles. Mosasaurus was one of the largest genera of mosasaurs, with the most famous species, Mosasaurus hoffmannii, reaching lengths of up to 17 meters. Other species within the genus varied in size, but all were significant predators in their environments. The estimated weight of Mosasaurus was around 14,000 kilograms, making it one of the largest marine reptiles, rivaling some of the smaller species of modern whales. Mosasaurus had a large, elongated skull with powerful jaws filled with sharp, conical teeth. These teeth were adapted for seizing and holding onto slippery prey, such as fish and other marine reptiles. The teeth were arranged in a way that allowed Mosasaurus to deliver powerful bites, capable of piercing through the tough skin and armor of its prey. The body of Mosasaurus was streamlined and torpedo-shaped, ideal for fast swimming. Its body was elongated, with a powerful tail that contributed to its propulsion through water. Unlike earlier marine reptiles like Plesiosaurs, Mosasaurus had a more flexible body, allowing it to maneuver efficiently in the water. It was an apex predator in its marine ecosystem, sitting at the top of the food chain. It preyed on a wide variety of marine animals, including fish, smaller marine reptiles, ammonites, and possibly even other mosasaurs. Its large size and powerful jaws meant that few creatures in its environment could challenge it. Another terrifying sea predator was the Pliosaurus. Pliosaurus is a genus of large marine reptiles that lived during the late Jurassic period, approximately 155 to 145 million years ago. It is known for being one of the most formidable marine predators of its time. Pliosaurus was first described in the 19th century based on fossils found in England. The genus name Pliosaurus means moor lizard, reflecting its classification as a pliosaurid, a group of short-necked plesiosaurs characterized by their large heads and powerful bodies. Pliosaurus was a massive predator, with estimates suggesting that it could reach lengths of up to 12 to 13 meters, although some species might have been smaller. Its robust body and large head made it one of the apex predators of the Jurassic seas. The weight of Pliosaurus is estimated to have been around 10 to 15 metric tons, depending on the species and size of the individual. This made it one of the heaviest marine reptiles of its time. Pliosaurus had a large, elongated skull, with some species' skulls measuring up to 3 meters in length. The skull was equipped with powerful jaws filled with sharp, conical teeth, which were adapted for seizing and holding onto large prey. The teeth could be up to 30 centimeters long, making them ideal for puncturing and gripping slippery prey like fish, other marine reptiles, and possibly large cephalopods. Pliosaurus had a streamlined, barrel-shaped body, which was muscular and robust. This body structure provided the strength needed for powerful swimming, making Pliosaurus an efficient predator capable of short bursts of speed to ambush prey. As you can see, Asia was home to countless fearsome creatures back then, but it wasn't just the Asian continent that was home to such creatures. On other continents, there were also countless huge and fearsome creatures that would terrify you. I dealt with one of these continents in my last video. Be sure to take a look at it, because there I will introduce you to other monstrous animals that ruled the earth back then. Thank you for watching, and I will see you there.